how to build an audience on social media. And I just want to talk real quick about the importance of building an audience. There's a lot of trust and relationships that are being built every day with you and an audience that you're starting to build, which is like your community, a community of people that trust you, that can connect with you, and you're building this relationship. There's something very important about being able to purchase from somebody that recommends a good product. This is why it's very important to build a personality brand where you're able to connect, nurture, and really build a relationship with your community around you. There's probably thousands of businesses out there that have amazing services, amazing products, and they're able to deliver a world-class experience to their customer, but they're losing out on market share with the person that is creating a personality brand and selling a product that is not as great as the person that doesn't have a personality brand. And I hope that makes sense, because we are out here, this is the generation where we're really just buying from people that recommend stuff because we connect with them. We are building a relationship and being able to say, you know what, I trust this person, so I'm going to take their recommendation. And this is the power of personality brands. If you can build an audience, build a personality brand around whatever it is. And I'm going to show you guys a few different ways, strategies on how to do this and what platforms to use right here, right now, to start building an audience and to start to really nurture them into a process. So whatever you really recommend them, whatever you're selling, whatever businesses you start, even in the future, most of your audience will buy because you can deliver obviously on the promise and because you've been able to connect with them at such a deep level. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down what platforms to start building on as a personality brand, how to build an audience, and then how to be able to have a strategy around building and nurturing that audience. What platform should you guys be building on? I'm going to be talking about 3 platforms that we should be building, nurturing, and growing an audience right now in this time. Number 1 is TikTok. I would use TikTok to be able to grow an audience for any type of personality brand, grow, nurture, and build. And there is a formula on that. I have a full-on training on how I was able to do 100K. You guys could probably go ahead and tap into that. I'll probably link it at the end of this video. TikTok, it's great for the reach and just the virality. There's literally people that are growing brands overnight, okay? Like seriously, they're getting viral overnight and they're taking market share and they're able to spread out across different platforms. TikTok, you hear it nowadays, TikTok, oh, that video gonna go viral on TikTok. You never hear that for any other platform besides TikTok. I would start growing an audience on TikTok 100%. And then number 2 is I'd focus on Instagram. Instagram, especially Instagram Reels. Instagram is such a unique platform. I'll probably do a video going in depth on the ways on how to make money through Instagram. But Instagram is the place, especially IG Reels, as they are trying to mimic the TikTok algorithm and they see them as competition. TikTok and Instagram, and especially the Reel side, there is so much market share. I really see it as like old algorithm type of Instagram where it's reaching hundreds of thousands of people daily with just different accounts. So IG Reels and growing an Instagram account has not been as easy as it's been in the last 5 years. It is such a unique time to be taking advantage of IG and IG Reels. And then number 3 is the last one, which is YouTube. YouTube is such a big platform, a powerful platform, especially with search. Probably how a lot of you guys found this video, right? A lot of these how-to videos, it's more of my evergreen type of content that will be able to stand the test of time, that will be here 3, 5, 10 years from now. I would definitely be growing on YouTube, growing a YouTube channel. It's powerful. Even though it starts off slow, it starts to build over time. So I would use TikTok and Instagram Reels, start to nurture an audience, and then transfer them to get that boost onto YouTube. And you start to go onto this YouTube platform and really build for long term and utilize and educate people, entertain people, connect, and build an audience long term on this powerful search platform. Now I'm just going to talk real quick about the simple strategy on how to grow onto these platforms. What platforms we're growing on, which we just chose these 3 platforms, and then how can we actually grow on here. This is the 3 ways on how to grow. Number 1 is you have to be consistent. When I was on the talk and just building my audience, and now a lot of that audience has transferred over to my YouTube channel, onto my Instagram channel. When you are building, you have to be consistent. Consistency is the key on all these platforms. And what I did on TikTok, I was posting 3 to 5 times a day at my peak, really building momentum onto my account. 3 to 5 pieces of content a day, and there's so many different types of content that you guys can go out and really just publish. And this is my thing, it's either publish or perish. There's other creators out there that are just consistent, and I've seen the consistency of so many other creators that are still on the platform, still posting every week, every day, 3 to 5 pieces of content, posting a lot, and I see how their account, no matter what, their account is growing. Their account is always growing, even if it's just a little bump. Consistency is always what's going to be winning. So really go in and start to really build consistency. I think about TikTok and IG Reels, since those can be the same piece of content. 3 to 5 pieces of content a day, and then if I was growing here on YouTube, I'd probably at least have 1 piece of content per week. Consistency is key. It's what allows us to continue to grow and allow the algorithm to finally be our favor. You know what? I think about a lot of people that are growing on the TikTok platform. It just took 1 or 2 videos for them to hit, and they stayed consistent, and they just rode the momentum of the virality through the pieces of content that are going viral on their accounts. Number 2, which is really important, is quality. Quality is big when it comes down to your videos. You don't want to just put, 100 pieces of content that you didn't really put any, you could say, like, effort into, okay? And this is what I would rather have: good content over the quality of the video. When I talk about quality, I talk about the quality of the content. I've seen some really bad videos but have really good quality content. And when I say bad, it wasn't, the most high def, high HD type of videos, right? It was people that had great content that either educated them, gave them info, built a connection or relationship, some relatability. And when I talk about quality, like I said, it's the quality of the content over the quality of the actual video, like the high def quality of the content, whether it's you educating people, giving them some information, and really just knowing that the content is greater than the production quality. It's the content, it's the meat of what you're going to be sharing to your audience. And this is why I would pick something that you're passionate about, something that you actually have an expertise in or know a little bit about, and willing to do research and willing to grow, willing to get better. I started going on this channel more for like marketing and branding, which I was so into, and it's starting to turn into like more of like a finance channel. Like, I'm getting into financial stuff, and I'm trying to invest, and I'm trying to go in and just learn everything that I can, so then I can be better off with my life and my future and my family, but also I can educate people on my journey. Something you have a burning desire for that you could talk about forever and ever and ever. On my TikTok, I built a lot of faith info, and I might even go into finance, who knows, but I'm all about faith. It could be like faith, fitness, finance, whatever it is. Think about the quality of the content that it is. And like I said, quality of the content versus the quality of the production, right? It doesn't have to be a full-blown HD nice camera to be able to start off on just the talk or the IG. It can literally just be your iPhone, which still has good quality as far as like the production side. But I'm talking about, what are you educating people in? What's giving people more information that when they're leaving, they're like, wow, I can really connect with that. That was great. Or it could be entertaining. You could be entertaining and you can make people laugh. People love that kind of stuff. Number 2 is the quality when it comes to the type of content that you are pushing out there. And number 3 is your game plan. You actually have to have a game plan. That's why I just talked about this, where you need to know what you're going to be talking about, what niche, what expertise, what is it you're going to be talking about. And here's the thing, you might not have a 100% game plan or blueprint on what you're gonna do, as far as like, okay, should I go, I'm interested in stocks, I'm also interested in my fitness, I'm also interested in my faith, I'm interested in talking about stuff with my family, I'm interested in talking about how cameras work, I'm interested, RC, about talking about the fitness and the health and my journey. This is where you at least start to have a strategy. Like I said, when it comes down to YouTube, 1 piece of content a week. When it comes down to the talk, I want to have a strategy of saying, no matter what, I'm going to post 3 videos. And let's say I post 1 video on faith, 1 video on fitness, 1 video on family, and the one on faith just went viral. Maybe I might start talking more about faith and keep going, because that's the tribe, that's the community they're going to be building around. And then you got to pivot. When you have a game plan, you commit to a foundation. You don't want to just post one time a month and say, well, it didn't work, or once a week on the TikTok and it didn't work. You have to have a strategy, and you have to have a commitment to that strategy, to that game plan, to that roadmap, that blueprint. So what I think when it comes down to it is, once you have the game plan and you say, you know what, I'm gonna commit to that game plan, you test it out for 90 days. You test it out for 3 months, and by the end of it, I promise you'll at least have 1,000 followers on these two platforms. You will have 1,000 followers if you go to 3 to 5 pieces of content. You have a good consistent roadmap. You have the good quality of content, meaning you're just educating people, you're entertaining them, you're doing 3 to 5 pieces a day for 90 days. Your account will grow and you will become better. And when your game plan is set on committing to that, say, hey, you know what? I might not be able to do 3 to 5 RC, but let me at least do once a day for the next 30 days and see how that plans out. Stick and commit to a game plan. A lot of people that get started, even with business, they have a vision. They have a vision of where they want to go, why they want to do it. It's more than just the money. It's more than just the followers. It's more than just the clout and out there. It's because I'm on a mission to be able to educate, impact some people, influence some people to some better goals when it comes down to their fitness. This is where you start to actually shift your mind and you'll start to adapt. You're like, wow, that video I did, faith, fitness, family, my faith, when I talked about my faith in God, that went viral. Maybe I'm gonna start doing 3 pieces on that a day and 1 piece on my fitness, because I'm still holding myself accountable to my fitness goal. Do whatever it takes, stick to that game plan and commit to that game plan. I guarantee you, in the next 30, 60, 90 days, as you commit to that game plan, things will start to shift. And if you adapt, you don't lessen the load to the amount of content you're gonna do, the consistency of it, right? And the quality of the information. You're not just going out there and say, okay, let me just put something together, which you can. That can be another piece of the test, but staying committed to what your game plan is, what your strategy is, what's your blueprint that you said, this is what I'm gonna do for the next 30 days. So you guys have to have a game plan before going into this, because once you have a game plan, once you begin, there's this book, it's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Once you can begin, have the end in mind, begin with the end in mind, you're gonna commit to that game plan. And then 30 days from now, 60 days from now, 90 days from now, you're going to see some results. And you go back, you know, you look at everything across the board, see what you could have done better at, see what you could have at least improved, or things that did work or didn't work. And then from there, you go back to the drawing board. You start game planning again and re-strategizing the next quarter, the next 90 days. Having a game plan sets us up for success, and it almost inevitably allows us to say, you know what, I'm gonna commit, because it's either gonna be one day or day one. So commit to that game plan, commit to being consistent, having good quality content, information that you're willing to give. Start planning out your weeks, planning out your writing, and once you have a solid game plan, watch your account grow. Whether it's fast, slow, whatever it is, as long as you're putting pieces of content out there, your account will inevitably grow on these platforms. Hope you guys enjoyed. There's so much I could talk about in this. I'll probably break this down a little bit more. Any questions, let me know in the comments below. I want to make an in-depth video. I really want to be able to even serve my YouTube audience, see what you guys have and what you guys want questions around. I have so much information that I want to be able to share, but also I want to do it in a strategic way. I want to have a solid game plan. I have a lot of different content pieces, but also I want to provide to the current people that are watching as well. So if you guys enjoy this, tap the like, hit the sub. Any questions, let me know in the comments again. Y'all be blessed. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.
I'm so free, I got no chains running through the wall. Heaven got a playlist. I promise that's my favorite placement. Faithful over famous. Yeah, faithful over famous. Tell them I'm so free, I got no chains on me. I'm so